After hydrogen production with electrolyzer, let's speak about hydrogen transportation. And we would like today to present you an alternative to other carriers more known like ammonia. And so we'll speak a little bit about LOHC, liquid organic hydrogen carrier, and in particular, the molecule toluene, dehydrogenated form, or methyl cyclohexane, MCH, hydrogenated form. So why LOHC and why MCH? We will try to give you some clue on this question. First of all, why we will need hydrogen transportation? It is because, as it was the case for crude oil, all countries are not equal regarding renewable energy. And you have some areas with very high renewable energy potential in red on the map. So Chile, MENA area, Australia, South Africa, that will be able to produce hydrogen at low cost, whereas you have other areas very industrialized with a lot of needs, like Europe, especially north of Europe, Japan, South Korea, that has a lot of needs but a low renewable energy potential. So in the future, most probably, as it is the case today with crude oil, we will need to trade energy through hydrogen. And countries with the high potential will probably export where the hydrogen is needed. And that's why we will need hydrogen transportation. Now, the principle of the LOHC, the best you can imagine is a sponge. Okay? And same as when you have some water in your living room and you do not want it, you use your sponge. It's very easy for the water to fill the sponge. You take the sponge, you press it, you give some energy, and you release the water in the kitchen. You will do exactly the same with LOHC. So the step to put the water into the sponge, which is toluene in our case, is called scientifically hydrogenation. Okay? And the other step is dehydrogenation. Alors, what are the advantages of LOHC and especially MCH is you will chemically bind the hydrogen to an organic molecule which is under liquid phase. It cannot escape, no leak is possible. And as it is, the molecule is under liquid form, it's very easy to be stored or to be handled or to be transported, same as we did for decades for gasoline, for example. So at the import point, you will release the hydrogen and then the LOHC will come back to be hydrogenated again. It's a loop. So this is the main information I can give you regarding LOHC and MCH. You can have different applications. So, of course, global supply chain of hydrogen, and at the arrival point where you need hydrogen, you can do small dehydrogenation unit very close to the end user, or you can have very large hub, like big ports, like the port of Rotterdam, for example, where you will do the dehydrogenation in very big quantity and then inject, for example, in piping. So you will connect the demand center and the supply and the supplier of hydrogen. Alors, end of last year, Axens did a partnership with Chiyoda. That's why we are two here. And why we did that? Because we can offer to the market already today at industrial scale hydrogen supply chain, and the expertise of Axens with decades of licensing and the expertise of Chiyoda with decades of EPC give us a strong synergies in order to connect the production areas to the demanding areas. Alors, let's present briefly Axens. We are an international company. We have offices in 15 different countries. We are roughly between 2,200 or 2,300 employees. We have two main core business. So doing licensing, so giving the right to use our technology. We are a technology provider. coming historically from oil and gas industry, but we developed a lot of new technology for new market, like plastic recycling, CO2 capture, biochemicals, and low carbon fuels. And we came to the hydrogen market. We are also a catalyst manufacturer. This means that we produce the catalyst we use inside our technology, and obviously we can also enter into the competitive market in catalyst replacement. So I will focus on the hydrogenation step, so at the beginning of the chain, because this is where we bring our expertise. For us, hydrogenation is not new, because we developed in the 50s a technology in order to do the benzene hydrogenation in order to produce very high purity cyclohexane. Why? Because the market was requesting high purity cyclohexane for vinyl industry. And when we developed this technology in the 50s, as the benzene is carcinogenic, during the pilot test, we did not use benzene, but we used toluene. So we know that the technology is working for both molecules, benzene and toluene. And we started up this technology for the first time in 1963. We have 35 units in operation around the world, so we have decades of industrial operation feedback. And so we can today propose you the size you want to do the hydrogenation and to transport your hydrogen. We selected one technology in particular, which is in liquid form, because you cannot have runaway, so it's a very safe technology, and you will get the best performance because you can keep the lowest temperature. Sorry, it's a bit technical for non-technical people. I stop here, and then I introduce my friend, Osamu. Osamu, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Sébastien. So from this slide, so I will quickly explain about who we are, who Chiyodas are, and also the activities toward the commercialization by using MCH technologies. So this slide shows the Chiyoda Corporation's philosophy and also the overview. So we, Chiyoda Corporation, is a global engineering company established since 1948. And we are starting from the EPC engineering procurement and construction from refinery. And after establishing the Chiyoda Corporation, so energy has been transited from coal to oil, oil to gas, gas to renewable and new energies. So along this energy transition, our business portfolio also the shift from the refinery to the energies and the renewable and battery and hydrogen. So our corporate philosophy is the energy and the environment in harmony. So especially the hydrogen is one of the most important business in the futures. So this slide shows our history of the technology development, especially for the catalyst for dehydration. So dehydration is extract hydrogen gas from MCH liquid. So this is a very proprietary technology and the very key technologies. And we, Chiyoda Corporation, have our own R&D center since 1954. So this R&D center is focused on the catalyst development for the refinery and the petrochemical and the environment. So we decided to start technology development for the catalyst in 2002. So that is a starting point. And around 10 years, so our R&D team has a lot of effort. And finally, we have succeeded to develop the catalyst in 2010. After that, so we are moving to the pilot test phase. So through this pilot phase, we are demonstrated for both hydrogenation and dehydration. That means hydrogen gas attached to the toluene and detached from the toluene. So we continuously operate over the 10,000 hours. So this pilot test also be success in 2014. Then we moved to the global supply chain demonstration in 2020. So this demonstration project, we physically transport hydrogen as form MCH from Brunei Darussalam to Japan over the 5,000 kilometers by using commercial ISO tank containers. So this demonstration also be success in 2020. Then now we are ready for the commercialization. So that is our history of technology development. So this slide shows the now ongoing example of a project by using MCH technology to establish a global supply chain. So now we are focused on the 3 demand center. First is Japan and Singapore, that is the Asian regions. And the other is Europe, so the Netherlands, Germany, and Belgium. So those are importing countries that we understand. And also to connect the hydrogen supply countries, like inside Europe and Americas, and also North Africa and the Middle East, and also the Asias, and Oceania. So we are trying to connect those supply and demand by using MCH technologies. So from this slide, so we would like to explain about the example of the projects. So this slide shows the Singapore project. So Singapore is also aiming to achieve the net zero by 2050. So the hydrogen is one of the key activities to decarbonize in their societies. So our relationship starting since March 2020, when we conclude the MOU with the 5 Singapore partners and Mitsubishi and Chiyoda Corporation. So that is our starting point. After that, so we have several steps. Then last year, so we have awarded to the Singapore government fund to support this project. And also, we have concluded MOU with the key Singapore players, Semco, and also Mitsubishi and Chiyoda, to start the pre-FEED. This is October last year. So now in the pre-FEED stage, and we are aiming to start operation, commercial operation by 2026 to import hydrogen, so around 60,000 tons per year. So this is a target, but now we are to achieve target, so we are now accelerate our activities. So in parallel with such a global supply chain, so we are also doing the distribution projects. So this is a photo or picture of the refuel station by using MCH technologies. So PSA is the largest container terminal in Asia region. So they also considering how to decarbonize its port itself. So one of the key activities is introduce fuel cell heavy truck. So we are now trying to install the refuel station by using MCH technologies. So this project is aiming to start operation next year. So this slide shows the European activities. So we have concluded a MOU with Port of Rotterdam and also the Kourou terminal and Mitsubishi and Chiyoda in July 2021 to do the study to import hydrogen in this through the Port of Rotterdam. So because Port of Rotterdam is, as you know, so to play a role as a hydrogen hub in the Northwest Europe. So that is a starting point to touch the European market for us. So one of the example projects in Europe is the Scotland project. So Scotland also aiming to export hydrogen, green or blue, through the Rotterdam to establish supply chain by using MCH technology. So that is now in the feasibility study phase, but we are aiming to complete this study by end of this month. Then we discuss how to move forward. So that is one of the examples of the project here in Europe. So this is the key summary so that we have present today. So first one is the MCH technology is promising technology for hydrogen and massive transportation and storage by its stability and safety and compatibility of the existing infrastructure. That is one of the key points. And second point is the MCH is establish seamless hydrogen supply chain by major 3 use cases. One is the global supply chain, the other is port and the distribution hub, and the other one is large-scale storage hub. So the transportation and distribution and storage. So we can seamlessly supply and establish the supply chain as same as the oil supply chain infrastructures. So last is the ongoing product developments that we introduce you to establish a global supply chain by using MCH technology to the Netherlands and the Belgium and Germany to connect the hydrogen sourcing countries. So that is our ongoing project. So thank you very much for the listening for our presentation. So we have a booth in number A74. So if you have any questions or requests, so please feel free to visit us. Thank you very much.